Do you have any tips on, what's the tipping point to kind of understand, okay, now we got to get in and refactor it. What is it after we solve like 2 bugs in this area? Like, how do you identify it's time? Let's take this component and rebuild it somehow.
Yeah, I mean, look, the best answer is all the time, and it's from immediate, when
Yeah.
it now, as we know, it's not just a software development's not just a homogeneous, continuous flow of activities. I mean, there are kind of bursts of activities. There are decisions. You have a runway that's in front of you as a developer. You can go do things, then you have to come in and make more decisions. I think from a refactoring standpoint, classically, it's generally, once you're over a new functionality or a release, it's always a great time to go in and really start looking at from a refactoring standpoint. But I'll challenge, I'll kind of challenge the wisdom, the normal wisdom here is that why do you even need to refactor? We shouldn't create the necessity to refactor. And that's the problem. And that's one of the things that we're working on solving is this whole technology stack that realistically is undifferentiated heavy lifting and which creates this need to refactor is one of the problems that we have in software development. So what I see as far as really going forward and the way out of some of these problems is just removing that need that we're creating. And refactoring is just one of the manifestations of kind of a symptom, of a negative along that path. And so what if you really didn't need to do refactoring in the normal sense? And so that's one of the things that we're working on, where the application development platform itself, which takes a lot of that underlying as far as technology stack decisions that developers have to make today in traditional development, and we handle that for them. And so the answer, refactor, I think you should do it all the time from a traditional development standpoint. The best answer is let the platform do it for you. If you're in traditional development, I'd say that your optimal times as far as from efficiency standpoint, generally right after release. You put out a release, immediately go in, start investing, in refactoring, which once again, that refactoring, if you take the classical definition, you're not changing the surface area or the contract or the functionality. You're simply going in and restructuring code. There's no end user benefit to refactoring in general. Sometimes you could say there's a performance benefit, but it's a form of technical debt where I'm having to pay down these decisions that I made or that were forced upon me. And you shouldn't have to do it. We need to fix it, and that's where I think the low code, no code space is really, really helping along this area.